Hello guys, welcome back to practicetime.in. This is Pradeep here. Today we'll be starting with a new topic that is life process from biology, grade 10 CBSE. Okay, we'll start with the basic terms which we have to understand before we proceed into this chapter, life process. Okay, let me clear out some of the basic doubts that you have, the terms, the meanings. Okay, so one by one, I'll be going with the pictures as well, and I'll try my best to make it very simple. So when I talk about this life process, first we have to understand what is the meaning of life process. See, it's a kind of a process, right? It's a kind of a process keep, that keeps living things alive. Okay, that keeps living things alive. So by seeing what you say that living thing is alive, maybe when we see any person eating, okay, any person eating, when we see any person breathing, okay, when we see any person breathing, or else like plants growing, see everything denotes that there is a life, right? And of course, getting rid of waste. It's a very much the common process, right? So this gives the actual meaning of life process. Okay, actual meaning of life process. And when I talk about nutrition, when I talk about the nutrition, I have another picture here. When I talk about this nutrition, what is nutrition? For example, if I talk about how living things get their food, maybe yes, this is food which we take daily. Okay, food. And after that, if I talk about the plants, if I talk about the plants, especially the sunlight, very important. And of course, see, I've shown you in the form of a picture here how the photosynthesis process is now important for a plant. Okay, this is the sunlight. They take carbon dioxide in, releases oxygen. Of course, they have mentioned water here. Okay, so plants make their own food. Okay, plants make their own food. Very important one. Okay, plants make their own food using sunlight. Okay, using sunlight, water, and air. Okay, that is what we call it as a photosynthesis. And when it comes to animals, animals eat other plants and other animals. Okay, like for example, if I talk about lion, okay, a lion feeds on deer. Okay, lion feeds on deer. So that is how, or else like if I talk about a cow, it feeds on grass. Okay, so I can say that nutrition is, the living things, which they try their best to get their food. So if I talk about the plants make their own food, and if I talk about animals, animals eat plants or they depend on other animals. Okay, that's the meaning of nutrition. And when it comes to the circulatory system, very important one which you have to understand it carefully. Okay, circulatory system. What is the circulatory system? See, for example, if I show you this video, just see this video. Okay, there's a heart pumping. Okay, there's a heart pumping and pumping blood through blood vessels. Okay, so that circulates throughout the body. So in human, especially if I take the example of human, heart. It includes heart. It includes blood vessels as well. Okay, it includes blood vessels as well. So what it does actually, it process. I mean, the function of this system is it sends blood. Okay, it sends blood around the body, like throughout the body, throughout the body, carrying oxygen. Very important one, carrying oxygen and other nutrients. Very important one, carrying oxygen and other nutrients. Again, I'll play this for you. Okay, this is carrying oxygen and other nutrients, okay, to the cells where they're actually taking meals. They're taking it to, no, to the cells. Okay, they're taking it to the cells. They're taking it to the cells and taking away, very important one, taking away waste. Okay. So overall, if you see this, circulatory system, I made it very clear that circulatory system includes heart. Okay, it includes heart. It includes blood vessels. So what it does, it actually moves blood throughout the body, carrying oxygen, carrying nutrients to the cell. Okay, to the cell, taking away the waste from that. That is what we call it as a circulatory system. Okay, very simple. And if I talk about alveoli, if I talk about alveoli, let me make it very simple here. These are actually, if you see, they are actually tiny air sacs. I can call it as tiny air sacs. Okay, they are tiny air sacs in the lungs. So this is the lungs, right? These are lungs. Okay, these are lungs. So these are tiny air sacs in this lungs where oxygen and carbon dioxide. So if you zoom it, okay, where oxygen, okay, where oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange. Okay, they get exchanged. So where do we see this process means you have to say it is alveoli. Again, I'll repeat it. These are the tiny air sacs in the lungs where oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged. Very simple, okay? And let me talk about, no, let me show you a video. Like, see how it look actually in our body, how the lungs are there, like how the tiny sacs, air sacs are seen here, okay? This is a video which will be giving you a little detailed, 3D of the lungs. So let us talk about this nephrons, very important one. They're also tiny. Okay, they're also tiny. Just look at the video how the kidneys are in our body, and in the kidneys. Okay, in the kidneys, I'm talking about these are the tiny. Okay, tiny filtering. Okay, tiny filtering units. Oh, nephrons are tiny filtering units. Okay, they are the tiny filtering units that helps to remove waste. Very important one. Okay, they remove waste. Okay, they remove waste from where? From the blood. From blood. Okay. Okay, so what are nephrons means? They're the tiny filtering units. They're the tiny filtering units in the kidneys that helps to remove waste from the blood. Okay, so hope it is very clear, and I'll come with the next keywords in the upcoming videos. And that's it from my end. Thank you very much.